minutes to the gentleman from California,
3 minutes.
who's been an outstanding voice on the Environment and Economy Subcommittee, none other than Representative Jerry McNerney.
Gentleman from California is recognized for 3 minutes.
Well, I thank the gentleman for yielding. I rise to oppose S.J. Res. 23 and S.J. Res. 24. Frankly, this effort to deny climate change reminds me of the 50-plus votes we've taken to try to eliminate the Affordable Care Act. As a global leader, we must reduce carbon emissions. To simply ignore our responsibility is misguided and will harm generations to come. We can't solve climate change by ourselves, but we must lead and be part of a larger effort. I know that fossil fuels, and particular liquid fuels, will be needed in the years ahead, but we can still move toward a more efficient and sustainable energy system. For example, I've actually had coal plants in my region shut down, shift to biomass, and become very successful while also benefiting the climate. I'd also note that California is again leading the world in efforts to promote cleaner energy with a 50% renewable energy goal by 2050. I represent part of the Central Valley, which has some of the worst air quality in the nation. While this comes from a variety of sources, it impacts everyone. An area that is already hurt economically. Dirty air affects school and work days and disproportionately hurts children and other adults. This makes me more determined than ever to develop green energy. This vote will again show that most or all House Republicans deny the obvious, that climate change is taking place as a result of human activity. I expect that many of my Republican colleagues know and believe that climate change is real and is a long-term threat, and yet we're voting on these two resolutions today. Lastly, one argument we hear is that the Clean Power Plant is administrative overreach, that it was never authorized by Congress, but this is exactly what the Clean Air Act does. The Supreme Court has ruled that carbon emissions can be regulated by the Clean Air Act. I urge my colleagues to support our future, reject efforts that increase pollution, and oppose this measure. And I yield back.
Gentleman from California yields back the balance of his time. Gentleman from New York reserves. Gentleman from